I want to thank God for yet another beginning of the working week for us. And it is quite appropriate that we are beginning with discussions on what His Majesty called a viable sector. Not just viable, but very critical sector. When I begin to argue that Plateau should not be listed among the poor states in Nigeria, this is one of the reasons, because of the mineral sector. This is a sample of the beauty that is deposited on the plateau. All these minerals you see here are from Plateau State. Some of them have been exported out of this country. Not some, in fact all has been exported out of this country without us getting any value as a state for what is embedded in the ground. From the northern zone to the central zone to the southern zone, there is no zone in this state that does not have mineral deposits of different types. And all of them are being sold internationally in millions of dollars. And we have never gotten value. And partly because of the structure of our legislation, where mineral resources were carefully put under the exclusive legislative list. So one of the things that we must insist upon as a people of Plateau State is that there must be resource control. We cannot be blessed with these resources and remain beggars in our land. And like His Majesty said, some of the crises we have experienced is because of the contention for the deposits in the ground, whether it is in Bokos, whether it is in Wase. A lot of it, the conflict, has to do with the contention for the extraction of this wealth. The time has come, and the time is now, when we must take our destiny into our hands. And so all the illegal activities going on in mining in Plateau State, I want to urge our traditional rulers that from now henceforth, rise up and say no to illegal mining. Once you are able to put up a resistance, government will come in and be able to ensure that whatever needs to be done is done in accordance with law. But when you are passive about it, those exploiting our mineral resources will simply take us for a ride. Let's do something. This is the essence of this forum. And so we must not despise the days of small beginnings. The more we talk about it, the more we realize the opportunities we have missed, the challenges that are confronting us, and we develop strategies on how to overcome them. And I'm glad that we have constituted an oversight body called Miremco. All the minerals being extracted are not documented. We don't know how much is extracted, what quantity is extracted. The only revenue head we have received so far for mineral income is 500 million. And some of the reports we have of minerals extracted from Plateau State is in billions. We have the highest number of ponds, mining ponds, that have been left unattended to. 4,600 mining ponds scattered across the state. So our land is already devastated. And we are pushing with the federal government to see how some of those ponds can be remedied and turned into agricultural purposes in the course of irrigation. And we are looking also at how to make sure all the key players comply with our local laws in every respect of that sector. And as a state, we have decided also to take the bull by the horn. We are going into the market ourselves. We are not just going to be regulators. We want to also be players. We must go into global best practices in terms of mining activity. So I want to congratulate the commissioner, one of the young men we brought into government, and he's doing his best. And I'm sure he will lead his team to be able to reposition the mineral sector on the plateau, together with the team in the Plateau Mineral Development Company and the Plateau Investment Company. Will put heads together so that we derive maximum benefit for our people. Let me thank also the security agencies. So on this note, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure and honor to formally declare this forum open, that the discussions will be fruitful and bring good dividends for the people of Plateau State. Thank you and God bless.